Meanwhile, staying on tech, fears that Amazon's plans for a new grocery chain could upend shopping as we know it. Retail analyst Heatha Herzog says this could lead to other problems. However, Heatha, and it's good to see you, a lot of people go out shopping think, gee, that's a perfect synergy. My hatred of shopping with my love for what Amazon provides me with.
Amazon provides not only the fact that you can get your groceries online and they're going to have these offline stores, but what they are also doing is making sure that the price points are lower than any other grocery store that's out there. So that's the biggest fear that's happening right now, that they're going to outprice the rest of the grocery stores that are out on the market, and people are just going to go to Amazon, not only for their groceries, but for their beauty items, for their clothing, for that Amazon coat that everyone is wearing all over Manhattan right now, for basically everything.
Hasn't that already happened, though, Heatha?
It has, in a sense, that people just sit from their homes and go shopping and order their groceries that way. But we're talking about overtaking the offline market. So, the people that still go to the grocery stores, still drive to the grocery stores and get their items there. Yeah. That's who they want to. Basically take over.
Well, here's the problem I see anyway as an outside observer. What do I know, right? But Amazon, in order to do shopping, grocery shopping online, you have to trust the person you're buying from. You have to trust that they're not going to sell you damaged fruit. You have to trust that the expiration date has not been changed, et cetera, et cetera. Whole Foods, which Amazon bought, of course, used to have the trust of its patrons. They have less and less trust because Amazon has changed the way Whole Foods has been doing business with service, particularly the way service managers operate. That has been a complaint that I've heard time and time again after the Amazon takeover of Whole Foods. They have to get that act in order, because if you don't have the trust of your consumer, you're not going to have a grocery store online that works.
Right. And according to L2 Gardner Research, it's a system called OTS that basically means that the items go from the stores, the shipment that comes in, directly to the shelf. So they cut out the middleman to get the prices down and to make sure, basically, to increase efficiency. But what ends up happening, to your point, is that you walk through a Whole Foods and there's nothing there. There are empty shelves of eggs, there's empty shelves of milk, and it's frustrating for the customer. So what Amazon's going to have to do, if they're actually going to implement these offline stores, is to figure out how they can get that price point down, but also have that plethora of food that people are used to having when they go to the grocery stores.
I've got an answer for Jeff Bezos if he's listening. Jeff, hire John Mackey. John Mackey, the guy who founded Whole Foods, had the best relationship with his employees that I've ever known, between a manager and the manager's employees. He got that place working, that the service was just extraordinary. That's what developed that customer base. It wasn't so much the organic foods. A lot of people have it. It was that customer base loyalty that John Mackey developed. When he left the company, I think a lot of things changed. Jeff Bezos should bring it back. I haven't heard. Is there any possibility of that?
Well, I think what we're used to, and, I am a Whole Foods shopper because it's right down the street from where I live, but, they really turned the Whole Foods into communities, and now we're losing that. So, before, grocery stores, which was sort of unheard of, became a site for people to gather and to feel like they were a part of a community, and now that's lacking.
Heatha, great to see you, my friend. By the way, we live a couple of blocks apart,
yes,
so we shop at the same place. Good to see you, Heatha. I'll see you at Whole Foods.
Absolutely.